really know. They got that second one, and then it just kind of things got carried away, and we just lost our game for 4 or 5 minutes, and they got a couple pucks through, and they fell in the back of the net, and that was frustrating. Happened a couple times now this series where we fell asleep for a few minutes, and they jumped on us. So just got to make sure we play a complete 60. We did that at home in Game 5, and we fell asleep for 5 to 10 minutes tonight, and that was all.
Does it feel overwhelming or like Blues dominance when the mistakes pile up and the goals pile up?
I mean, no. I don't really know. It's just like, they get the second one. We're still in good shape, and then they get the third one quick off a little one-on-one there, and then and then we kind of just I don't really know, just get away from our game, and it's just frustrating when that happens.
They talked about last game feeling they had slipped on their full 60-minute effort and it cost them. Give me an idea of where the margin for error is at in this series.
Well, yeah, obviously it's two really good teams going at it. There's not a lot of room for error, and when there is a mistake, it's both ways. It's their teams are making plays. I mean, this is a great series. This is two really good teams going at it, and that's why it's going 7 games. So there's very little room for error, and yeah.
Where do you feel a loss like that leaves you going into Game 7?
Well, we had a loss like that in Game 4, and we went home and got the job done in Game 5. So again, it's tomorrow the sun's going to come up, and it's going to be a new day, and we're going to have to focus on Game 7. It's a one-gamer. Winner moves on, and we got the home ice, and we got our fans behind us, and our barn rocking, and it's just got to put this one away, put this one behind us, and focus on next game.
What was the key to that reset last time? So between Games 4 and Games 5?
We know what we're capable of. We know what kind of team we are, and obviously here tonight we fell asleep and we got away from our game for a couple minutes, but we know, like, when we play a 60-minute game, like, we're dominant, and we just got to stick to that. We got to make sure it's a lot of work, but it's win or go home next game. So we know what we have to do, and we're going to have that same mindset as we did going into Game 5.
At the time, Cole, looked like a big goal, your power play goal, and it had come shortly after. Looked like Morgan had tied the game, which comes back. How did that feel, I guess, to score? And maybe one positive is you guys got a couple power play goals, and maybe bring some of that forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to get the power play rolling. We had some good looks, even on the ones that we didn't score on. We had good looks and we had chances, and we generated. So I think getting 2, it's a good good confidence going home, and we're right there. We're making plays on the power play. We're getting chances. We were able to squeak 2 in, and we could have had more. So having that mindset, that confidence in our group, that's going to go a long way, and we're going to have to take that in the next game.
Thank you, Cole.
Today, I felt good. I wanted to be out there, so yeah.
What's it like checking into a series after that much time off into something as intense as that?
Well, it's not exactly what you're looking for, right? You want to be in there from the start, but it's high intensity, and not having played a game in a while, it's not the easiest, but I thought that I managed to get through the game pretty well and felt good, so that's a positive.
Nick, how did you get yourself ready so quick? Scott Arniel said this morning this happened really quickly. Is that a product of your work, or how did you get ready so fast?
We got a great team here, and like I said, I've been working really hard to get back. So I think it's just the result of a great medical team and strength team.
The injury itself, was it a re-aggravation of what had previously happened, or something new?
I'll let you know later.
Yeah, but a freak play, obviously, with the
yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was I didn't see that happening. But it's over with. It is what it is.
We've seen the Blues take over proportions of games from the sidelines. Now that you've been in it, what is it that they do to take over like they do?
I don't think it's as much them. We, today it was 4 minutes that cost us the game, and we got to find a way to keep playing like we did the rest of the game. I think overall we played a really good game, and we had some chances. If I score on that 2-on-1, it's a different game, right? So, there's moments in these games where, they can decide games, and those 4 or 5 minutes did.
Yeah, Connor Hellebuck is a big story in this series, but also there were some big mistakes, I would say, that led to most of those goals. What was your view of maybe the self-inflicted nature, and then what you got to do for your goalie?
Well, definitely self-inflicted. I don't need to talk about Bucky. Bucky's been unbelievable for us all year, and he's continued to do that. So we got to be better. We know when we play the right way, play well, make the right reads. We're a really good team, and we've showed that in this series. So we got to keep that up in 60 minutes.
Thanks.
Thanks. Scott, your players framed that section of the second period as a series of self-inflicted moments. Do you see it the same way, and why did it happen?
100%. Carbon copy of what happened here in Game 4. Played really well, playing real strong for 30 minutes, 33 minutes, and terrible line change. Give up a chance. Next time out, we throw the puck to their goaltender right into his glove, make another line change. We're racing back on both those, trying to get coverage. And then the third one was just us coverage. We had a couple guys, 3 guys caught behind the goal line. So, yeah, we shot ourselves in the foot. Just did, again, some uncharacteristic things in moments, and the momentum swung. Where we were playing a really strong game, it just swung, and just like Game 4. And so, you know what? You hope you learn from it the first time, but obviously, happen again, move on. So, you know what? Like I said to you guys before, after Game 4, you know what? The damage is done. We got to go home. Go take care of our business at home.
The Blues were talking coming into this game about their.
I don't care what the Blues talk about. This is Winnipeg Jets. We have a style of play that we have to play. We got to it for about 30 minutes, and we dropped off big time.
Just going to set up the question.
Sorry.
The Blues were talking about how their lack of ability to play 60 minutes last game caught up with them. So for people watching this series from a coach's perspective, give us an idea how small the margin of error is in a series like this.
That's playoff hockey. It's every play matters. Every moment matters. Momentum isn't between days. Momentum happens in the middle of a game. And for us, I'm not going to speak on behalf of the Blues. For us, when we play close to complete games, we're a tough team to beat. And we've done it 3 times in this series. We're going to have to do it 4.
Scott, you obviously wrestled with it because you called your timeout on the goal there and the Buchnevich. Was it just maybe take us through that process? And was it more to do with what the score was and when you were at the game?
No, I mean, it was still early in the game. I got lots of confidence in our penalty kill. It just Buchnevich went in, and then Sammy gave him a shove, and I called the timeout because we weren't 100% sure, and then we decided that it had more to do with Sammy pushing him than it did, him making first contact with Helly.
One more, guys.
Connor Hellebuck, Hart Trophy finalist. What's the story?
One game showdown. That's what it is. Our whole group, not just Connor. This isn't about Connor. Tonight was not about Connor. Tonight we imploded in front of him, and so now it's a one-game showdown. It's our goalie against their goalie. It's like I mentioned to you guys. It's getting repetitive. It's our best players against their best players, and it's our grinders going against theirs. It's specialty teams. It's D-zone coverage. It's what we do as a group. It's getting to jet hockey here, getting back to it again. And you know what? I have a lot of confidence in our group. Not just Helly. I have a lot of confidence in our group. You win one hockey game, you move on to the next round. Thank you.